Hi, Cancer. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your March 2023 tarot reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, the Celtic cross spread as always, and I also pulled the 4 agreements, a Wisdom Oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. I'm actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus will be as far as that goes. Alright, so we have 3. And for you guys, your third house is Virgo energy. And third house in general points to communication, short distance journeys, and siblings. Astrologically speaking, there's not really going to be anything going on there immediately, but there will be a full moon in Virgo in the month of March. All right, we have the North Node. And the North Node is actually in Taurus, which is your 11th house of friendships, groups, hopes, and wishes. And we have Uranus there as well. And we have Capricorn. So for you guys, Capricorn energy is your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. And we've had Pluto there for a really long time. And actually, as we get toward the end of the month, right around when Aries season kicks off, Pluto's actually going to be moving out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. So big shift there. All right, so we'll keep those in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and challenging that, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So really what I'm seeing with these two things here, I feel like on the one hand, there's a desire on your part to start something new, but the challenge there is you're somewhat stubbornly holding on to the past at the same time, right? So there could be a bit of a lack of fulfillment in the present, but at the same time, just holding on to what you've had all this time. One way I could see this playing out, for example, just a more tangible, practical way it could be playing out, is this could just be saying that maybe you're being asked to invest in yourself in some way, right? So maybe if you feel like you've gotten to a bit of a dead end in your career path, let's say, right? I could just be saying maybe you need to invest in yourself a little bit to get some additional certifications or something along those lines, or even just put your resume out there and see whatever opportunities are available. But at the same time, there could be a feeling of holding on to the past and not wanting to move forward in some way in the present. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Lovers. So this is a good card to see in the foundation. This is Gemini energy, and to me, this says that you can actually trust that things can be worked out on your behalf behind the scenes too. So if there is some fear around stepping forward and putting yourself out there in some way, I feel like this is saying that this is a good indicator that there actually will be some things put into place that maybe you can't see right now, but as you actually take that step forward, you'll see some things fall in place for you this month. Right, in the past position, we have the 5 of Swords. So for some of you, this could be pointing to why you might have that reluctance to trust in moving forward in a certain way, right? Maybe you might feel like in the past, if you have collaborated with others, it might not have gone the way that you hoped, right? You might have felt like you were possibly taken advantage of around a certain situation, possibly even around investments, right? So if this is around some kind of investment you're being asked to make, you might feel like, well, the last time I did that, actually it didn't go for so well. So there could be a little bit more resistance on your part to give that a chance again. All right. In the present position, we have the 3 of Pentacles, so Capricorn energy here. And to me, again, going to the fact that we see the 4 of Pentacles in a challenge position, and then we see the 3 right here, this could be another indicator of what I was saying. Giving up the 1 Pentacle, right? But to actually set yourself on a new path to something that will actually be more long-lasting and will have more growth in the long term. So again, like I said, so let's just say again with a practical example, if this was some kind of investment you made in the past that didn't go so well, right? So this could just be saying, well, maybe this time around you won't make as risky of an investment, right? You could still invest, but something that's more tried and true, where maybe the growth won't be as promising, but it'll be more steady and stable, so if you invest in something that was very volatile in the past, right? Or again, like I said, if this is some way where you're learning a new skill, right? Because I could see that with the artwork in this card too, where maybe you're being called to invest a little bit in yourself to learn a new skill that'll help you in the long term. All right, in the near future position, we have the Queen of Wands. So Aries energy here. And of course, as we progress through the month of March, we will get into Aries season. So could just be pointing to a timeline there to saying that you'll be feeling a lot more confident and sure of yourselves as we move toward Aries season. But yeah, this could also just be pointing to where your focus is, right? So a lot of this could be related to career and wanting to see yourselves grow within your career path. And this could be a good indicator of that forward movement as well. Right, in the position of your influence on the situation, we have the Ten of Swords. So yeah, more Gemini energy here. And to me, this is just an indicator saying that in some way there's something you have to let go, right? Something you've been holding on to for a long time. And given that this is Gemini energy, which is your 12th house, and Gemini relates a lot to thoughts, could just be saying that maybe this is just a belief system that you've held for a long time, right? That you can't move forward in a certain way. All right, in the environment position, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, Virgo energy here, which we did see come up in your dice as well, given that Virgo energy fused the third house. Like I said, there's going to be that full moon in Virgo this month as well. So could just be pointing to that, saying that around that timeline, you're actually going to see signs that, okay, maybe you are being nudged to invest in yourself in some way, right? Because to me, I view this energy is a bit of an entrepreneur type energy, right? So at the very least, you could say this person's working on building their skills. So it could just be what you're being called to do this month. All right. In hopes or fears position, we have the Six of Wands. So yeah, I would assume for most of you, this is a hope, right? Where you're saying that you hope to see some success, see some recognition, but it's interesting to see this come up in hopes or fears position because for some of you this could be a fear too, right? Maybe you have a little bit of fear around stepping into the spotlight in some way and having those responsibilities fall on you if you have been someone who's been a bit more comfortable with more collaborative efforts. So could play out either way for a lot of you there. All right, and in the outcome position we have the Tower. So yeah, I feel for a lot of you this is going to be a lot more of a mental thing this month, where like I said, it looks like you're going to come to some realization around how you want to see things shift for you. And it could just be pointing to when we have that full moon in Virgo, it's going to be making a bit of a supportive connection with Uranus in Taurus. So it could just be one of those things where you might have an insight, again, like I said, around that Virgo full moon. Something might shift for you guys. Are like, okay, I think I see where there might be some blockages and how I can get around those blockages. So for the majority of you, I feel it could work out in a more positive way. Now, to be fair, we do see the Ten of Swords in your position too. So if there is something that you have been holding on to rather stubbornly, this could just be saying around that time it could be taken away from you. The universe could kind of step in that regard. But even if that's the case, seeing the Lovers in the Foundation, I feel like this could just be saying that could be that same type of energy where something's being removed from your path in order for something better to come along. But of course, if you usually wait for the universe to do it for you, you might not feel as comfortable. All right, and bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Cups. So yeah, just like we see with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like this is saying there is that desire within you for something new, but you're just not quite sure what yet, right? So that could be what the holdup is for you guys. Well, good thing is beneath that we do see the Ten of Cups. So yeah, once you do get that clarity, again, like I said, I feel like that Virgo full moon is going to be significant for you guys this month. That could be what helps clear some of that out for you, and then you'll know how you want to move forward from there. All right, so moving on to your Four Agreements card, we have Don't Take Anything Personally, and it says Embrace Your Freedom. Okay, it says you gain a huge amount of freedom when you take nothing personally. No spell can affect you regardless of how strong it may be. And if you live your life without fear, if you love, you will be happy with your life. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there, especially where, like I said, if some of you are fearing stepping forward in some way and taking some kind of a chance. All right, and moving on to your Wisdom Oracle card, we have Peace. There's the artwork, and the number is 23. So let's see what this has to say. Okay, essential meanings says freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. The Oracle's message: it doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there. And then the relationship message, it says, when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours and it is to be savored. So yeah, I do have to say I didn't see much of a one-to-one relationship dynamic within the spread, but for those of you looking for a little bit of insight on that, we do have the mid-month for February already out, and then the March one should be out in a couple weeks too. Okay, the prosperity message says this is one of those times when you're capable of clear vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by presence to step into your power. Just being is enough, for you are in peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work. So definitely a pretty positive message there. And then when it says this is one of those times when you're capable of clear vision about your work. Like I said, if you're not feeling that quite yet, I do really feel like that Virgo full moon energy could really come and sweep some things away for you guys to help you see a situation more clearly. So be on the lookout for that. That should be around, I think, the second week of March, so it won't be too deep into the month. Okay, and let's see. Lastly, we have a mudra for you guys. So this is your mudra here. It's the Mushtika mudra, and the keyword for it is selflessness. All right, and there's the info on it if you want to pause it or take a screenshot to read what it has to say. But under benefits, it says weakens ego grasping and self-defeating habits, awakens enlightened attitude and the heart of compassion, reduces anxiety and self-doubt, calms the spirit, clears the mind, benefits the heart and vascular system. So if that sounds like a mudra you think may be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name in the description video as always. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.